Okay, let's check it out. The new topic today, bubble sort. Right, so bubble sort means it is changing a two number at a time. So that means if left one is bigger, then you swap or changes the places. So keep doing this until you found your smallest number in the top and the largest number at the bottom. So for example, it is like let's say ascending order. It is like ascending order. uh, Ascending order is like from smaller to greater. So this is also same as it, like as you can see we have example 5324. As we can see we are going to swap between 5 and 3. So in what scenario it is going to swap? When 5 is greater than 3, then it is going to swap. So it is greater, 5 is greater or 3 is greater? 5 is greater. So it is going to swap between this one. Again if it swap, then it becomes 3 5 2 4, and again it is going to swap between 5 and 2. Again it is going to check either the 5 is greater or 2 is greater than 5. No, right, it is going to swap. Now 5 is greater than 2, so that's why 3 2 5 4, right? So again now we are going to swap between 5 and 4. Right, in 5 and 4, is it 4 is greater or 5 is greater? 5 is greater, right? So if 5 is greater than 4, then we are going to swap 3 2 4 5. So 5 is our what? Our sorted and also at the last position, and at let's say a correct position, because we have 4 elements and we have found one sorted element, or let's say a correct positions element. Again in next combinations, as we can see, we have our final result 3 2 4 5. Now again we are going to swap between 3 2. So 3 is greater than 2. Yes, it is going to swap, and we have 2 3 4 5. Again it is going to swap between 3 and 4. Is 3 is greater than 4? No. So in that scenario we have got our final result 2 3 4 5. So at last, why it is not necessary to swap between this one or either to check, because we have already found our sorted element and at the correct position, so no need to swap the last one. And 4 is our sorting, because as you can see you cannot swap between this one, right? Because it's less than 5, it is greater, so it is in a correct position, no need to swap. So this is our final result 2 3 4 5. So this is how bubble sort work. So bubble sort is like swapping them if they are in a wrong place, or let's say wrong order. So it keep repeating the process until the array is what? Sorted. So let's say if until the array is sorted, right? So a bigger element means bubble is up, and then let's say bubble is up, and then bigger element will be in the at the end of the positions, right? So this is how it is going to work. And of course we are going to see the example in a VS terminal. And also important thing is, like, always the big number go to the end and step by step, right? So always, so let's say this is, it will work according to a ascending order. Ascending order, what it will going to have the it is going to start from smallest, right, and it is going up to the highest. So it is work up to like that. But in also bubble sort, it is also work like an ascending order. The bigger one will go at the end, and the smaller one will go at the top, right? So let's see our full example in our VS Code. Okay, let's implement our bubble sort in this code. I'm going to first of all write the include studio dot h. It will allow us to use the printf and scanf. Now I'm going to use the simple void. Now for variable name, function name, bubble sort, let's write, and then I'm inside it, I'm going to simply write array empty bracket, and then here int, I'm simply int end, Now we are simply going to declare our variable I, j and temp. Right, now what I'm going to do here is I'm simply going to go into the loop here. If I, so I will start from 0 and I will go from, okay, from 0 to n minus 1 because we have not declared it, and then here it will go from g, it will start from 0 and then end with n minus 1. So here increment it. Now I'm going to write for j, so j for j, so this is outer loop, this is inner loop, as you know that, right? So if j is less than, here what we are going to do is n minus 1. So here I am going to write n minus I minus 1. So each time it is going to compare between, okay, so if I is so I is 1 in that scenario, okay, if I is 1 in that scenario, we have total, let's say 5, right? So 5 minus I means 1 minus 1 means 2. So it is going to compare between 1 and 2. So this is how it is going to work. But let's see first of all code, then we will debug it step by step for a better knowledge. So if here, if in that scenario, if array j is greater than array j plus 1, then in that scenario please swap it. We are simply going to write, we can write a swap array j comma array j plus 1, but let's write a step by step process. First of all, we are going to implement temp is equal to array here j, then array j will be equal to our array j plus 1, then here array here j plus 1 will be equal to temp, right? So this is how it is going to swap between, if there is, if second element, so if second element is greater than first element, it is going to if first element is greater than second element, then it is going to swap. So this is the main logic I have written. Now we are simply going to write implement again int the starting. First of all, we are going to declare our I, and then we are going to declare our array size as well here now, which we have to, let's say 7 9 2 20, let's say 1 and then 4. Okay, all right, then after that I'm going to simply write a bubble sort, and inside that I'm going to simply write an array, and then what I'm going to write is 5. All right, now I'm also starting a loop here for if, so I will be starting from 0 and I will be going from, I have written here n minus 1 because we have not known the n value. Now we have known the value, then we are simply writing a 5, right? In that scenario I plus plus. Now what else I'm going to do here is, okay, so I'm just okay, so I'm simply separating the data type, which data type it is, I'm simply separating it, and then here I'm simply writing here array I, right? But before that, here I have also have to write here, so this printf will be given in our terminal, right? So here sorted array, all right, all right. Now I'm simply here return the 0. So let's check it out if it is working or not. We have just implemented. First we will check the answer, and then after we are going to debug it step by step. As you can see, we have our sorted element, which is sorted array, that is 1 2 3 4 7 9. So this is quite easy, but now we will see Okay, how about we will simply implement it, right? Okay, let's see our bubble sorting. As I have already uh, point out the at the break point, now we are going to run in debug, right? Okay, so first of all, array will, okay, we have our array. Now it is going to check between these two number, 2 and 7, right? Okay, array 5. Now it will going to be go up to I is equal to 0. Now it will go check to 0, which is our I will be 0, that means 2, right? And j will be also 0. In that scenario, it is going to check now if 2 is greater than 7, no. Again it is going to check if 7 is greater than 9, no. And again it is going to check 7 is greater than 1, yes. And then what happened? It is going to change, and again it is going to check into 7 is greater than 1, yes. It is going to interchange. 7 is greater than 4, yes. It is going to interchange again, right? So basically it is going to check either it is greater than first one or not, right? Okay, yes. And again it is going to check. Okay, so first element is completed. Now second, here in second, what it is going to happen is 0 1. Okay, so it is going to check between 7 and 9. So as you can see, if 2, okay, first of all, what it would happen, 2 is greater than 7 or not, no, it is not going to swap, right? And again it will be 27914. Again 7 is greater than 9, no. Again 27914. Again 9 is greater than 1, yes. So one swap. Again it will be 27194. Again it is going to be swap between 9 and 4. It is greater, yes, it is going to swap. So we have got our 9 is our what, our last element. We have found our first sorted element, right? And then after again it is going to happen 27, here what it will be 149. Again it is going to have 2 is greater than 7, no. Again 7 is greater than what, 1, yes. It is going to swap. Again 21749. Again it is going to swap between these two elements. So likewise it is happen until the bubbles until the array will not be sorted, right? So this happen here as well. So it will go through each element and check whether it is greater. If it's greater, it is going to swap, and again if it's not, then it is what it is going to do, simply it won't change if it's not greater. And then what we are going to do, it is going to print up to 5 times, right? And it will return our result, which is our, okay, so which is our, what it will be our result, 1 2 4 7 9. So this is our bubble sort. Okay, let's implement our example, next example of bubble sort in JS. So first of all, we are going to write a function here, bubble sort. Inside here I'm going to write add the array. Now I'm going to simply what, I'm simply going to write let. Here n will be our what, array length, right? Now I'm simply going to write for here I is equal to 0 in that scenario. Okay, so I will be starting from 0 and it will end in n minus 1, so I plus plus. Now for j, for j is equal to 1 0, in that scenario j will be less than n minus I minus 1. That scenario j plus plus. Now what I'm going to do here is simply I'm going to use here if j is greater than array j plus 1, in that scenario swap it simply. So the idea is same as we have seen already into our C. So this is a similar type here. Now only the syntax is different. Now I'm writing j here, right? So j will be equal to our j plus 1, right? And then now here array j plus 1 will be equal to our temp. Now what I'm going to do here is simply we have gone, if our array j will be greater than array j plus 1, then swap it. Simply that I have written a code. Now simply return the array. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write let here, let's say numbers is equal to, I'm simply going to write, okay, here, okay, how about that? Okay, I have written this one. Now I'm going to use the sorted, and then what I'm going to do is here is bubble sort. Inside the bubble sort I'm simply using what? Numbers. I'm putting it the numbers, and now I'm simply what I'm doing is I'm simply printing it. So I'm going to print it here like, okay, sorted array will be here, and then what it will be, the sorted. So this is how we are going to do, but let's see, will it work? Yes, of course. Sorted array will be what? 2 3 5 8 9. So this is also how it works. Is first of all it is going to check between, okay, so we have written the condition here, if array j is greater than j plus 1. So j is 2 and j plus 1 will be here 1, 0 plus 1 will be 0 1, so it will be 5, right? So 0 and 5, 0 and 1, so this will be, if 2 is, so here you can see 2 is greater than 5, no it is not great, so it is it will be same as this one. Now again it is going to check 5 is greater than 8, yeah, no it is not greater. Again our array will be, our number will be in this same scenario as in a sequence, number sequence. And again it is going to check 5, 8 is greater than 3, yes it is greater, then it is going to swap between these two number. Again our number will be what? 2 5 3 8 9, right? Now in that scenario what it is going to happen is, so here we have 2 5 3 8 9, so again it is going to have a swap between the 8 and 9. So 8 is greater than 9, is it? No, in that no, right? So in that scenario we have got our 2 5 3 8 9. So we have got our first element, stable element, I mean one sorted element, which is our 9, which is our largest number. So likewise it is going to compare between the between, again with the 2 is okay, as you can see 2 is greater than 5, no, again it is not going to have a swap. 5 is greater than 8, no, 5 is greater than 3, yes, so it is going to swap. Again 2 is greater than okay, it is going to swap between 5 and 3, and our final result will be 2 3 5 8 9. So this is how the bubble sort works in JS also, in C also. So in JS a little bit the syntax is different, and this is how it works.